Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are in Unit 6, Solving Systems of Equations, Lesson 4, Substitution to Solve, and page 24 of the Independent Practice. And as you probably know, I really messed up my last video, so this is a do-over, because you love me, you let me do things over, and that's why there's only one page and not a whole packet. So let's try to do it right this time, Mrs. Bono. Try to realize that that's a 50 and not a 5, and yada, yada, yada. Get that little brain going. And first, I'm going to divide this up because I don't want to write all over, mess up my problems too much. Okay, yeah, because that was the other issue with that paper. And highlight a little because highlighters take forever to dry. So just be patient with the elderly. Here we go. I can't believe I messed up not one, but two problems due to raging incompetence. So here we go, longest introduction in the history of my math videos. So start by looking for the isolated variable. What does isolated mean? The one that's by itself. So y is the isolated variable. And the expression 3x minus 6 is equal to that isolated variable. So put parentheses around that. That's what you're going to substitute for this y down here. And you have negative 3x. So I'm going to substitute this into this equation. So I have to start with that part of the equation. And there's one y here, so I'm going to put a 1 here. And that's what I'm going to use to distribute into 3x minus 6 equals negative 6. Okay, distribution. I'm going to multiply 1 times 3x and 1 times negative 6. So I have negative 3x plus 3x minus 6 equals negative 6. Combine like terms. When they're on the same side of the equal sign, you do the same operation that you're given. So negative 3x plus 3x is 0. Minus 6 equals negative 6. 0 minus 6 is negative 6. That equals negative 6. And remember, when they're equal to each other, that means no matter what number I put in for x, there will be a corresponding y, and there will be infinitely many solutions. So let's write that. Infinitely many solutions. You guys know me. I want a puffy cloud of happiness around my infinitely many solutions. All right. The next one is one of the ones that I messed up on the last video. So like I said, we're just going to have patience and love with Mrs. Bono, right? And yeah, here we go. This is a little different because my isolated variable is x. The expression y plus 50 is going to be substituted into the first equation. So is going to be substituted into the x for the first equation, not the y. So this goes there. Okay, let's try this again. Instead of x, I'm going to write 1 times y plus 50 plus 2y equals 200. Distribute. Really, Bono? Really? I can't believe it. This part was supposed to be red. This is the part that we're just doing the substitution with. I don't know what it is about this page. So instead of this x, I'm writing y plus 50 in parentheses. A little better. 1 times y, 1y. 1 times 50 plus 50 plus 2y equals 200. Now look, even though they're not next to each other, 1y and 2y are on the same side of the equal sign. So you can just add those together to get 3y plus 50 equals 200. I want to get all the numbers to the opposite side, so I'm going to subtract 50 from both sides. And I get 3y equals 150. Not too bad. Divide by 3, and y equals 50. So I substitute this back into this equation. So squiggle, squiggle, squiggle here. X equals y plus 50. X equals 50 plus 50. And then x equals 100. Now remember, you have to put them in the right order. It's got to be x first and then y. X is 100, y is 50. So 100, comma, 50. Now you could always just double check. 100 plus 2 times 50, 2 times 50 is 100, 100 plus 100 is 200. And 100 equals 50 plus 50. That one works too. So those are our answers. A little fast double check in your head because big numbers. All right, for this one, again, the y is the isolated variable, so parentheses around 2x plus 1, and that's going to go where the y goes. So you have 2x plus 1, remember, because there's no coefficient, so you put your own 1 there, times, and I'm not going to let it get me twice, 2x plus 1 equals 3. 1 times 2x and 1 times 1. So 2x plus 2x plus 1 equals 3. 2 plus 2 is 4x plus 1 equals 3. Minus 1, and 4x equals 2. Oh, bother, we're going to have a fraction. It's okay. We'll get used to it. Divide by 4, divide by 4. Now you see 2 over 4 is the fraction, but you can reduce that down to 1/2 because 2 is half of 4. So x equals 1/2. Put a little box around it and some squiggliness here, and let's find y. Why? Because we have to. Use the one with the isolated variable. Y equals 2x plus 1. Y equals 2 times 1/2 plus 1. 2 times 1/2 is 1, because half of 2 is 1. So y equals 1 plus 1, y equals 1. Now you could have done it on a calculator, but really a half of 2, you can do that in your head. So 1/2, comma 1. Not too bad. And the last problem on this page, and let's start, oh gosh, no, darn it, another fraction. The bane of my existence. Oh, and that's what we're substituting. All right, so this is going to be substituted, oh, no, for y. So 6x plus -4. When it's going to give me a negative, I like to change it to plus a negative, so I know that I'm multiplying -4 times 3 over 2x. And that's going to equal 1. So 6x plus -4 times 3 is -12. And that would be over 1. 1 times 2 is 2. X equals 1. Now I'm going to divide. Here we go. 6x plus Negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6x equals 1. Positive 6x and negative 6x. Wait a second, that's crazy. That's 0. 0 doesn't equal 1. Well, that's just unfortunate. No good, no good, no good, no good. When they're not equal on the bottom, that means that there is, not written in red, no solution. So up here, no solutions. So puppy cloud of unhappiness because there's no solutions. It's like a little storm cloud. Okay, that's that for this paper. I will see you soon, and good luck. Sorry I messed up that last one.